Namaskar and welcome. I'm Nidhi Kumar, and we're extremely excited to bring to you on this Yog Divas 2021 the Eat Right India initiative of FSSAI, adopted by Herbalife Nutrition in Karnataka. Herbalife is all committed to make the state healthy and safe in their series of the initiative. Midway through the pandemic, this is indeed the perfect time to initiate a discussion on Eat Right India. हम क्या खा रहे हैं, कैसे खा रहे हैं, कब खा रहे हैं. आज बात खाने की और आज बात आपकी सेहत की. We are taking a quantum leap towards holistic wellness that would permanently alter our lifestyles. And thanks to all the legacy of the countless seers and sages of ancient India that we bring to you health and wellness and holistic well being combined today. Eating sustainably, eating safe. Our esteemed guest for this special program is Ms. Inoshi Sharma, Director, Social and Behavioral Change and Food Fortification Resource Center. She's a civil servant and officer of the Indian Revenue Service. Her current assignment at FSSAI involves leading the Eat Right initiative. Many thanks for joining us, ma'am. Namaste. I would also like to welcome Mrs. K. Leelavati, Commissioner, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India at Karnataka. Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Ajay Khanna, Vice President, Country Head, Nutrition India and the Herbalife Nutrition India. Ajay sir, you are indeed a man who has been changing the health landscape of India. आपने बहुत काम किया है and so has Herbal Life Nutrition. बहुत बहुत स्वागत आपका. I also welcome Nutan Kaushik ji, Director General Amity Food and Agriculture Foundation of India, also on the LC board. Namaste and welcome. Thank you so much for sparing your time yet again today. And Dr. Baiju Anthony, Principal, DePaul College. Namaste, sir. Welcome. You're an eminent thinker, a leader, and you will be our engine for this change. I request Ms. Inoshi Sharma to please come and give the keynote for today's program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and a very good morning to everybody. A very good morning to everybody, especially on Yoga Day, as has very rightly been mentioned by Nidhi ji. And it so very well goes with the concept of Eat Right. I have with me today, of course, the Food Safety Commissioner from Karnataka, Ajay ji from Herbal Life Nutrition, who are very strongly going to advocate about Eat Right. Very briefly, I just wanted to touch upon why Eat Right is so important today. A lot of us, feel that if we exercise every day for 30 to 60 minutes and follow a relatively good diet, we'll be healthy. But what does a relatively good diet really mean? What does it actually involve? So it actually means three things. Eat safe. Safe means that have you prepared your food in a safe and hygienic condition? Because if the food that you're eating is not safe, it's really not food. If you fall ill, you will not get the nutrition or the benefits of the food in your body. Eat healthy. Are you making sure that you're eating local produce? Is your diet balanced? Are you getting nutrition from all fruits and vegetables? Are you making sure that you're eating all sorts of cereals, pulses, and having a plant based diet? And are you eating sustainable? Are you making sure that the food that you're eating is actually good for you as well as for the planet? Does it have too much of a carbon footprint? Are you eating too much processed food? Are you eating food which has been cooked in used oil? Now, these are some of the questions which actually go a long way in ensuring our health. Now, that becomes particularly important, with the resurgence of the COVID-19 and the second wave that we have seen, because it has sharpened our focus on safe food, nutrition, immunity, and sustainability. In fact, this year's World Food Safety Day's theme, Safe Food Today for a Healthy Tomorrow, is so apt. I mean, I know it was on the 7th of June and we've come to the later part of the month, but I feel what is really important is like Nidhi was mentioning before when we were chatting, what all can the government do? The government's role is there as a regulator, is there as a mediator. But at the end of the day, it is a collective responsibility of everybody. How do you make sure that the food you're eating is safe, it is nutritious, and it is prepared as per standards? It is the responsibility of the agriculture and the food producers to adopt good food practices, for the business operators to make sure the food is safe, for the consumers to have healthy, nutritious food. And as a team, we all need to work together to ensure that safe food and good health is maintained for all. Here I would like to also pause and really reflect on the role that corporates can play. For instance, say Herbalife has adopted Eat Right India program. Other corporates can also come and promote the idea, the key themes of Eat Right in society, because while the government is ensuring safety, maintaining standards, carrying out drives, inspections, surveillance, what the consumer is having at the end of the day can only come about by a behavioral change. So I'd like to stop here, and I would really, really like to, listen to what's on in the panel discussion. So thank you so much. Over to you, Nidhi.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दोज वंडरफुल इनसाइट्स एंड आई डू एग्री, जैसे मैंने पहले भी दोहराया है, सरकार क्या क्या करेगी, समाज को आगे बढ़ना होगा। हर्बल लाइफ का जो ये मकसद है वो ईट राइट इंडिया के तहत में बहुत अच्छा है और इसे बहुत आगे तक सोशल एंड बिहेवियरल चेंज में लेके जाएगा। मगर मैं यहाँ जानना चाहती हूँ अभी सभी पैनलिस्ट से उनकी राय। अब मैं चलती हूँ डॉक्टर लीलावती से पूछने के लिए। Ma'am, how does Eat Right campaign and Fit India movement help to address, malnutrition in these times? If we talk of Karnataka, since this program is Karnataka centric, so I'd like to request you to, give your views on holistic wellness and on the state in particular, ma'am.
Thank you, Nidhi. First, I want to wish everybody Yoga Day. Today is World Yoga Day. I want to tell to everybody. With that, let us talk about these things also. Yoga is also related to health, and our food safety also is related to health. So it's a very good thing that we have started today talking regarding the food safety things. See, first thing is, has already now Inosha ji said that good food leads to good life. So the first thing is that what you eat and how safe it is, how healthy it is, and how safe it is. That's what she actually focused. That was really very good. See, to promote good health, especially public health, community health, this food safety standards of India, Authority of India has been started, and they have started Eat Right movement. The main foundation of that Eat Right is that eat properly, and that will lead to better life. That is Sahi Bhojan Behatar Jeevan. That is the slogan. It has been started, where usually they'll see that whatever you eat that should promote your health instead of causing any problem to your health. So then only the whatever nutrition you take, that will be benefited to your body. And in this, actually, they have decided to lessen salt as well as sugar to 30% in 3 years. That is what the goal is. And also, they want to make this eating habits as a science standards, based on science standards they want to set. So it is a scientific way of intaking the food that they want to teach the people, and people also should learn regarding this. And of course, other than this food, it is better to have few exercises and other things. And so anyhow, in our country, yoga has become quite popular also. And other than this also, there is preventive health. Preventive health is to see that you don't get any diseases, and if at all if it gets, it is cured as early as possible. And so because the wrong type of eating or wrong food also may lead to diseases, so that we have to prevent. And then promoting the health, in the sense you should eat such things which will promote your health, so that you will not have any diseases. Other than that, you will have a good and long life. So that is called as preventive and promotive health. So this is one more concept. As far as in Karnataka is concerned, we give lot of importance to good health, not only for having right eating habits, but also we give lot of importance through exercise also. And also we have got ayurvedic treatments also. In other than this allopathy, we have got ayurvedic treatments also, and good government hospitals which are related to ayurvedic medicines, both in Mysore as well as in Bangalore we have got. Other than this also we have got a medicine stream based on yoga also. So here very important thing is that one thing is you prevent yourself from getting falling ill. The other thing is to eat rightly so that your health improves. And as far as nutrition is concerned, nowadays people have become more and more aware. That is, they want to know from where the food is grown, and how it is being processed, and how the food reaches to their table. So everything organic food, that concept has become quite popular nowadays. So they give lot of importance for nutritious food. And as part of this yoga day, which is related to Ayurveda also, I want to say that Ayurveda is more than a medicine. It's a system which is related to well-being, where health, spirit, mind, body, spirit, it is going to balance these three things. So with this, I think we are giving a lot of importance. And our food safety standards authority in state also is working a lot in these directions. I think I'll pass on to Nidhi. Thank you, Nidhi.
Thank you so much for sharing those insights and thoughts with us on how we could perhaps change dietary habits and use supplements in an effective way, and also reduce salt and other things that could be perhaps harmful. यहाँ मैं जानना चाहूंगी बैजू जी से, how are you addressing and ensuring safe and nutritious food during these COVID times? Baiju ji, being the one of the principals of DePaul College, please let us know your thoughts, because children are powerful change engines. Bye, Juji.
Good morning. Good morning to all my panelists and Nidhi ma'am. Um, well, during this pandemic time, I'm in this campus, in the Paul College campus, and we have so many administrators here, as well as so many of our employees, and a few students as well. One thing that we did is to produce as much as possible the food that we consume here on the campus itself. It's not a big campus. So we took a lot of effort, put our effort into creating a lot of vegetables here. Vegetables like beans, lettuce, finger, carrots, beetroot, tomato, and so many other vegetables. That was enough and more for our people those who are staying in the campus, and were able to share with our neighbors so much. At the same time, we produce a lot of fruits on our own campus. So fruits like plantains, papayas, mangoes, they're all good for our residents on the campus. Knowing the fact that we do have a full-fledged college and school going on in this campus, we also produce a lot of eggs in our own campus. There's plenty of milk in this campus. And from the milk, we were able to create our own yogurt here, our own butter here. So all these were in a way helpful for us to make sure that we eat somewhat right. And also, even when we buy meat, like chicken, we try to get from people who are able to provide us the best. So that's one of the ways we did in our campus all these days, all these few months. And we believe that approach can be also very helpful for our students wherever they are in their own homes. Look at the way to create their own safe food, nutritious food that can be taking care of their well-being, and keep away from those toxins that are going to destroy their health.
Thank you so much for those wonderful ideas and thoughts. We'll take them forward in our next question with you. Before I go to Nutan ma'am and ask about research, it is important that I ask Ajay Khanna ji the next question. Ajay Khanna ji is the Vice President and Country Head of Herbal Life Nutrition in India. How are you addressing, Ajay ji, and ensuring safe and nutritious food during COVID times?
Thank you, Nidhi, and good morning to everyone, to all the panelists here. Herbal Life Nutrition, as you know, the core philosophy focuses on safe and high quality nutrition for all. And, we have been driving innovation in the field of nutrition through our science-based products since the past 40 years globally. And for the last 2 decades in India, long before the pandemic started. Apart from this, we are also committed to eradicating hunger and reducing food insecurity and malnutrition for communities around the world. Through our Nutrition for Zero Hunger initiative, we partner with stakeholders to support more than 114 million people in more than 120 countries globally. So these are some of the steps we are taking and ensuring everyone is safe and through nutritious food. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for those insights. And we need to look at people who are left hungry in our country. And यहाँ मैं सबसे एक सवाल करना चाहूंगी. Do you actually think the whole of India can eat right? I don't. I actually don't. I think we're taking baby steps and we need to take far more steps to go ahead in all these things. ये जो सब हम बातें कर रहे हैं ये बहुत जरूरी है और ये बातें और इस अवेयरनेस के साथ जैसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री कहते हैं हमेशा कि ज्यादा बात करो तो कहीं ना कहीं एक स्वच्छ भारत बना है इसी तरह एक स्वस्थ भारत बनेगा और मेरे ख्याल से soon we should think of a आहार कार्ड other than a आधार कार्ड ये मेरा मानना है अब चलते हैं नूतन जी से पूछने के लिए एक सवाल मैम आपसे जानना चाहूंगी you're in the field of food technology and research and in fact heading it as a director general क्या मानना है आपका आजकल जो हाइब्रिड फूड आ रहा है बनाना में या राइस में उस तरह पे क्या क्या रिसर्च हो रही we've heard of brown rice. Tell us about more things that may sound interesting, have more nutritive value, so that we can protect ourselves from not only this pandemic, from the future waves and pandemics that India may perhaps see. You are on mute, ma'am.
जैसा कि हम देखते हैं कि अभी भी हमारा फूड सिक्योरिटी के बाद में न्यूट्रिशन सिक्योरिटी की बात हम लोग करते हैं लेकिन हम अगर डेटा को देखें तो अभी भी हमारी 52% पॉपुलेशन विटामिन ए डेफिशिएंट है फोलिक एसिड डेफिशिएंसी है अभी राइबोफ्लेविन डेफिशिएंसी है विटामिन सी डेफिशिएंसी कैल्शियम डेफिशिएंसीज ये डेटा बहुत हाई लेवल पर चल रहे हैं तो उनको फोर्टिफाई करने के लिए लाइक हाउ टू रीच दिस हाउ टू गिव दिस डिटेल्स टू द एंटायर पॉपुलेशन तो 2 तरह के प्रोग्राम होते हैं एक तो बायो फोर्टिफिकेशन होता है और एक होता है फिजिकल फोर्टिफिकेशन इन बायो फोर्टिफिकेशन वी improve the content of these nutrients in the crop by doing this genetic engineering or by doing the breeding or by doing the gene editing so these are the 3 methods by which we can enhance these contents in the crop so अगर हम अभी जो currently जो research चल रही है उसके बारे में बात अगर हम करते हैं तो अभी जो है जो सबसे ज्यादा जो अभी काम हुआ है वो आयरन बायोफोर्टिफिकेशन पे हुआ है जैसे राइस में बीन्स में स्वीट पोटैटो कसावा एंड लेग्यूम्स में दूसरा काम है जिंक बायोफोर्टिफिकेशन का व्हीट राइस बीन्स स्वीट पोटैटो एंड मेज में इसपे 2 तरह का बायोफोर्टिफिकेशन हुआ है जिंक में एक तो ब्रीडिंग ऑफ द वेराइटी दूसरा है कि जिंक को क्या हम during the production time if we can spray the zinc macronutrient nano zinc if we can spray can we fortify the crop by simply by spraying not by developing the varieties and then riboflavin A content like vitamin provitamin A content carotenoid rich जैसे rice मैंने बोला येलो राइस है स्वीट पोटैटो है, मेज है, कसावा, तो ये सब सारे चीजें रिसर्च चल रही है, जिसमें कुछ जो वेराइटीज ऑलरेडी रिलीज्ड है और कुछ पे अभी काम चल रहा है।
थैंक यू सो मच। बैजू जी, आपसे जानना चाहूंगी मैं कि बच्चों की बात करें तो डाइटरी सप्लीमेंट्स तो छोड़िए, वो डाइट ही उनका बहुत हाई जंक फूड वाला डाइट होता है। So when you deal with kids, how do you kind of propel them towards eating good, nutritious food like, say, ragi, pizza, or millets? These things are now coming up. We're all looking in for herbal. So, क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप? What are your endeavors, or what do you feel like, telling us today how to change children as eating well?
Well, one thing I feel is we are provided them education, but then how much our students are aware of uh, this uh, the relationship between the strong relationship between the healthy lifestyle, a healthy life, and healthy food habits. So our children, even at the college level, are not very clear about what should they eat in order to become a healthy person. And so, for me, what I would say is that in our colleges, especially, where they are more independent in terms of what they eat while they are at the college or out of their homes, they need to be aware. So that education in terms of what should be the, the healthy food that they can take in order to make them a healthy person. And that should be a continuous awareness program, continuous education program that should be provided out of all the campuses. At the same time, um, well, an institution can take certain measures, like we have to be more strict with controlling the kind of food that is provided on the campus, whether it is even in the canteens or cafeterias run by the institution itself, or that we get from the third party vendors. Um, what kind of food is provided? Are they too rich in sugar, too rich in salt, or too rich in what do you call other disapproved things? So there is kind of control over those materials, the food that is provided, and a strong measure that the institution can take in order to promote that. And make sure that all these materials, that the carbohydrates sufficiently, proteins, vitamins, minerals, all these are sufficiently incorporated into the food that they eat, or are they get from outside, or they are provided inside. So, first of all, I think that awareness is very much important. Unless we are able to create that awareness among the children, and then children are able to take it, whatever we provide is not going to help them. So I think that both are to be taken care of equally.
Absolutely. And I think parents find it easier just to go online and order a pizza or, something like that. And the children are happy for some time without realizing what they are eating, how they are eating, when they are eating, and all of that. Ajay
Right.
sir, I would like to ask you my next question. You spoke about the Eat Right India campaign. How do you relate that to the Fit India movement to help address India's double burden on nutrition, malnutrition? And of course, today is Yoga Day. So I'd like to club it with one more question from my side, that yoga, well being, uh, wellness, all of this goes together. Your take on yoga as well.
Thank you, Nidhi. I mean, first of all, happy International Yoga Day to everybody. And to your question, the Eat Right campaign and the Fit India movement, I mean, these are great initiatives, and these are national government initiatives, and have been very, very powerful drivers in teaching the wider population about the prevention of, malnutrition. Because you see, lack of nutrition not only burdens the overall national infrastructure, but also deprives our country of much needed human talent for, socio-economic transformation, I would say, And both these campaigns, the Eat Right campaign and the Fit India movement, are not just public initiatives. They are critical protective healthcare measures to promote social and behavioral change and an active, healthy lifestyle. The national movements, the Eat Right campaign and Fit India movement have strengthened the relationship between the government, industry, consumers to ensure maximum food safety, sound nutrition policies, and nutrition education. And as I heard, true to its maxim that the Sahi Bhojan and Behtar Jeevan, the Eat Right campaign is ensuring that we all collaborate to make choices that balance food security, human health, economic prosperity, and market access and sustainable development. To your second question, yoga. Well, yoga for me is like a way of life. And, in Herbal Nutrition, we all promote healthy, active lifestyle, and I personally believe that yoga is a very, very powerful discipline that promotes adaptability, flexibility, and ease in dealing with the changes and uncertainties.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Now I'd like to ask you, Nutan ma'am, to take this conversation ahead. He said Sahi Jeevan Behtar Bhojan, and I would also like to add to that Sahi Vichar, Achhe Vichar. Vichar, Ahar, all these things are absolutely in sync. Yoga is basically union, sir, and union of mind, body, and spirit. And how can, we look at micronutrients and interventions and technologies. नूतन जी मैं जानना चाहूंगी आपसे come 2020 and we've all started looking in our cupboards and shelves for herbs, isn't that it? Earlier we used to only have sesame, um, maybe cornflakes, things like that on our dining tables. They were cluttered with that kind of breakfast revolution. Now, all over the world, we see a herbal revolution coming up. Amla, as you said rightly, Nutanji, has the most amount of vitamin C, other than har, which is also an Indian herb. तो आप मुझे बताएं नूतन जी किस तरह की रिसर्च हर्ब्स पे हो रही है to bring Ayurveda, yoga, and better eating habits to the country.
निधि जी इसमें एक डेफिनेट एक कैटेगरी है जिसे हम कहते हैं फंक्शनल फूड्स. So functional foods में क्या होता है कि the food is not only deliver the required nutrients, but above that it provides something better for the health. Like it could provide antioxidants, like हमारे जितने भी colorful अपनी berries हैं, they are very rich in polyphenols, and polyphenols are supposed to be very good antioxidants. So antioxidants क्या करते हैं, हमारी body में free radicals develop होते हैं, and those free radicals are supposed to be toxic to our body. So they help in removing those free radicals from the body, and then that itself creates a balance in your body. So when your body is free from toxins, your health will be definitely improving. So that's one thing. Second thing is like something called prebiotic. Huh? We in the through the food we promote the but अभी काफी लोगों ने सुना होगा गट माइक्रोबायोम. हाँ,
Yes.
हमारे जो पहले भी हम कहते थे गट फीलिंग. हाँ, तो गट फीलिंग कहाँ से आती है? गट फीलिंग आती है इन गट माइक्रोबायोम से ही. So these gut microbiomes like decide what is going to be digested within our system and what is going to be absorbed within our body. We might eat something, but if it is not absorbed properly in our body, it will not get inside, it will not help us. So prebiotics help in promoting the good bacteria and defeating the bad bacteria, bad microorganism in our gut. Then probiotics are laden with this thing, with the good things. Then immunity boosters, जैसे आपने आंवले की बात कही, तो कुछ लोग चटनी में भी आंवला डालते हैं, हाँ, ऐसे इम्यूनिटी बूस्टर. एंड देन लिनसीड है आपका, ओमेगा 3 रिच है. जो लोग फिश नहीं खाते हैं उनके लिए ओमेगा 3 का सोर्स और कुछ नहीं है, वो लिनसीड ही है. लिनसीड का थोड़ा चिया सीड्स हैं, ये सारे सीड्स है, फ्लैक्स सीड है, ये सारा ओमेगा 3 आपको देता है। लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, अब डायबिटिक पॉपुलेशन बहुत ज्यादा होती जा रही है, तो इसको डायबिटीज को कंट्रोल करने के लिए अब इस तरह के फूड भी क्रिएट किए जा रहे हैं जो हैव लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, so that diabetes is controlled. So these are few points which we can put forward to. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Baijoji, here I'd like to ask you to add to what Nutanji just said. How do you look at blending, Ayurveda, yoga, exercise, fit India, just like Ajayji said? How do you think that is important to exercise healthy, to be, and to have a healthy, sustainable diet, a combination of both?
Yes, yes. As I said earlier, the food is very important. At the same time, what we need is a well-being. Well-being has something else going along with the food, kind of proper, along with the proper diet, proper exercise. Yoga, on International Yoga Day, we talk about this. Yoga is something that makes a person to be living in a wholesome way, optimizing the function of each part of the body, each organ that each human being has. So, yoga, in properly exercised or properly done, is going to create a person to be optimizing in his function and in his way of living. Of course, it is going to optimize the metabolism of our body. Along with that, it also has some kind of what they call recreating value, in terms of helping the body to recover from damage that has already happened. So both are important. One way to serve the body in a healthy way, as Dr. Khanna said, making the muscles to function properly, and at the same time, letting the metabolism of the body to function properly. As earlier panel said, it, sometimes what we eat is not sometimes right for our body. Sometimes, depending upon the type of body that we have, of course, sometimes my body creates more of plum. If I eat more food that's creating more and more plum, it's adding more damage to the body, it's more poisonous to my body. So, becoming aware what type of body I have, what type of food that will suit that body, eating that way right. That's the kind of awareness we are giving to our population, and then automatically that takes care of itself. At the same time, having a right and a healthy lifestyle, which includes yoga as well and proper exercises, other exercises as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Like you said, a healthy lifestyle is paramount to well being. It is connected to all of that. And on that note, I'd like to ask you, Ajay sir, because from the industry, you're there. We had policy people talking and about changes that need to happen. But as Baijuji has very rightly said, India is now becoming the diabetic capital of the world, Ajay sir. How do you think you could address at Herbalife Nutrition the excess consumption of salt, sugar, and trans fat to prevent this?
Nidhi, excess consumption of salt, sugar, and trans fat is an issue across the globe, across the world, not just in India. And we as a nation, we have introduced several key initiatives to prevent and combat obesity and other lifestyle, illnesses. I would say that this program, which is there, the movement, the Eat Right movement, has also initiated successful projects like, Ayushman Bharat, Poshan Abhiyan, Anemia Mukt Bharat, and of course, Swachh and Swasth Bharat. I mean, these programs are crucial in educating and empowering the general public to, make healthier and safer food choices. Our focus overall should be on building robust food systems and nutrition educating framework. The key is to empower industry, civil society stakeholders, and consumers to build a strong and diverse, food value chain that delivers ideal nutrition outcomes. And we from Herbalife Nutrition will always love to partner in these kind of initiatives, because we are all about good nutrition, making people healthy and maintaining a healthy, active lifestyle, the overall holistic well-being. So a lot of initiatives have been taken by the government, and we are more than happy to partner with the initiatives with the government. That's our endeavor.
Absolutely. Nutanji, what are the key steps, as Ajay just said, that industry, academia, all of that have to come together, join hands, including children, which is why we have Bejuji here. We need the entire India to think right, and many more such programs to talk about thinking right, so that, this becomes an andolan, जैसे एक जन आंदोलन हुआ स्वच्छ भारत का, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने किया, एक स्वास्थ्य आंदोलन अब जरूरी है। अगर हम देखें, इस तरह के पैंडेमिक्स आ रहे हैं और जा रहे हैं और दोबारा आ रहे हैं, और पता नहीं कितने तरह के पैंडेमिक्स इंडिया को देखने पड़ेंगे, या जैसे अजय जी ने कहा, अक्रॉस द ग्लोब. It has absolutely, stumped us, this whole COVID-19 SARS-CoV-2 virus. SARS-CoV-1 had also come initially, but this is, we are living it. We are in the new normal now. तो यहाँ पे आपको क्या लगता है, कौन सी पॉलिसीज या क्या चैलेंजेस आपको लगते हैं, जो आपको लगता है कि गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से उन्हें चेंज करना चाहिए, और वी शुड लुक एट दैट? One of them being, I think, I could propose everybody's curriculum should have something on food safety and right eating. Nutanji, tell us what you'd like to see in India now on the food
दीदी
landscape.
जी, जैसे अजय जी ने बहुत अच्छे से कहा कि there should be a industry, academia, and this the public private
All
partnership.
stakeholders of
All
industry.
stakeholders should come together.
I agree
यहाँ
totally.
पर FSSAI ने एक अच्छा कदम लिया है. They have made this food safety as a mandatory course at the higher education level. So this is a very good initiative which has been taken by FSSAI, and they are given the entire curriculum, and that curriculum is uniform throughout the universities. So that's one good initiative which has been taken over, and then I think it has already started this course at the university level. But still, course itself will not be sufficient to change the mindset. Changing the mindset, changing the psyche of the young generation is very, very, very important. For that, we need a greater movement. And I think we should organize more these kind of sensitization workshops, and then start like arranging some more quizzes, conferences, workshops, and then involve the youth directly into it. Involving the youth is very important, because until unless they are involved, our saying is not going to help us. So we have a Institute of Food Technology. We have around 800 students are studying over, more than 2,000 students are studying over there. And then so what we do, we every year we organize what you call a fest, and then there we throw up the competitions and all that to sensitize them about eating the right food. So we are also collaborating with FSCI, but we would be very happy to collaborate. I think all the universities should come together, all the food industry should come together and make a platform, bigger platform,
I
where the students,
absolutely
yes,
agree. I couldn't agree more. Baijuji, one last question. We're running out of time. 30 seconds. What is that one piece of advice you would like to give your children? That one advice in 30 seconds on nutrition, sir.
Vijay, what I would say is to my students and to my listeners is that we need to make sure that we have a balanced diet. That's very key to our healthy life. So a balanced diet which takes care of all the nutrition needs of our body. Not that we take one aspect of our body, one need of our body, and leave the other part aside. So it kills some cells. So it creates a lot of imbalance of body. So one thing is go for a balanced diet and make that aware to our students and our younger generation. Secondly, create a healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle that includes proper exercises, proper movements of the body, and that we can optimize as a person of that really optimize your functioning. And once these are taken care, automatically your contribution to the world will be ready and great.
Thank you so much. And on that note, I'd like to request Ajay to please give us a few insights on the herbal landscape and to change the health landscape. Sir, I'd like to ask you about things like wheatgrass, giloy, any of that, and what are your last thoughts about, detoxification? How important is that? Anything that you'd like to share to change the health landscape of India?
Nidhi, I would say that after listening to all the eminent panelists here, what is coming out is that we need to look at an overall holistic well-being, like Mr. Beju said that, balanced diet. And then we heard, Nutanji talk about the industry coming together. Okay, so until and unless we all come together, there are a lot of programs, all these programs need to be, the millennials, the Gen Zs, which is our future population, which is coming in now. Great programs, great initiatives by the government, and I think we all have to come together. So I would say is, let's look at overall holistic well-being, a healthy, active lifestyle, and we are all in this together, and definitely we'll overcome this. So that's what be my saying is that let's look at overall holistic well-being, good nutrition, balanced diet, active, healthy lifestyle, and bring in the Gen Zs and the millennials into this program.
Absolutely. And we need to talk, and talk um, to be able to bring about that social and behavioral change, which, as everybody thought, is very important. In the end, I'd like to say we are at the frontier of change. We will bring in that change, and health is wealth. The need of the hour is to invest in personalized health and in our own health. A special shout out to FSSAI, Eat Right Foundation, Herbalife Nutrition. Thank you all for supporting us in this endeavor. We let us together make a healthy India. इसी के साथ दीजिए पूरी टीम को इजाजत। मैं लेती हूँ आपसे विदा। नमस्कार।